In this video, I'm going to show you how you can quickly create a colouring book interior that you can upload to your Amazon KDP account and sell on the Amazon Marketplace. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Caroline and I make videos that help you master your mindset and make money online so that you can build a life you love. If you do enjoy watching videos like this, please take a moment to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to click the bell so that you get notified whenever I do upload new videos like this. There are quite a few different ways that you can go about creating a colouring book for Amazon and lots of different programs that you can use as well. If you want to create colouring books, you are going to have to invest some money into purchasing a program to use and then invest the time you need to learn that program, especially if you want to compete in the colouring book niche. It's an extremely competitive niche with some very professional books in those top bestseller rankings. So you need to be able to match the quality of what's already on offer. Today, I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can create a colouring book interior. The first way that I'm going to show you is how to create your very own colouring book interior. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using Photoshop because that's what I know how to use and it's how I create colouring books and other low content books for Amazon. If you're familiar with or you use Adobe Illustrator, then I'd suggest you check out Paul Miles because he does have some tutorials on how to create colouring books for Amazon using Illustrator. I'll link to his YouTube channel in the description below. Also, he does have some tutorials on how to use a web-based program called Gravit, which is a similar sort of program to Illustrator, but it is a cheaper alternative. And for this tutorial, I'm going to be creating a children's monster coloring book. Now, before you do anything, please read the licenses on any images that you want to download and use in your coloring book to make sure that you are allowed to use them for that purpose. Every stock website is different, so you have to check this, otherwise you can get in trouble and you can get your Amazon account deactivated for using images in the wrong way. In this case, I'm going to first use Pixabay, which is a completely free stock image website, to see if I can find anything suitable. And just as a tip, whenever I am doing colouring pages, I look for images that have a black outline to them. It just makes the process much easier and quicker. So if you wanted, you could download something like this, which is already black and white. You pretty much don't have to do anything to that. But let's see if we can find something maybe a little bit more interesting. Okay, I like this one. Because I'm using Photoshop, I download as a PNG. And then I've opened that up in Photoshop. So, first of all, we need to remove the color. Now, there is probably lots of different ways to do this. I'm not a professional Photoshop person. I have just taught myself Photoshop over the years, and so I probably go about things in the slowest, hardest way. I don't know how to use shortcuts and stuff like that. So if you're someone who's proficient in Photoshop, you probably know a lot better how to do this than me. But what I usually do is I just take this magic eraser tool to erase color from the image, and you just click it in the areas where you want to remove the color. It's not a big deal if you don't get it perfect, because if there is still a tiny bit of colour, it'll just print on the page sort of like a bit of a shadow, because my book's interiors are black and white, and so any colour would be printed in sort of a grey scale type of colour. And there we go. Now also, I do remove the background here as well. That's just the way I like to do it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And then you could do something like, you could add some words if you wanted to put something in the background maybe. I don't know, what kind of noises do monsters make? Blur. So the text is in white because your page is going to be white, so you don't want your text to have color. And then we could just add an outline to it, so we add some stroke to sort of match the picture. Now also, I think that image is actually a navy blue, so let me just change this adjustments to black and white. Yeah, so that was navy blue, so now I've made it black. So the text you could just have up here. And we could maybe add another word over here. Roar. I'll just copy the stroke effect here and paste it over to here. So you could do something like that, or you could put a pattern background back there if you wanted to. The thing with kids' colouring books is they don't have to be so detailed, as in you don't have to cover the whole page in colouring images, because kids tend to not have as long of an attention span as adults, and so if there's too much to colour in, they're probably not going to complete the page in one go. So you don't have to have as many things on a kid's colouring page as what you would see on an adult. Okay, and then let's just save that one. And then let's have a look over at Vecteezy here for another one. So I liked this one up here. Again, this is one that's got those solid black outlines, so it's a lot easier to remove the colour. And that's basically it. And so you would just continue doing that until you have enough images, enough colouring pages to fill your colouring book. Now, another way to get your images is by basically going to a stock image website and searching for an actual colouring page. And this way you don't have to edit the image in any way, it's all ready for you to use. So if we have a look on some stock photography websites and just search for colouring page, you'll see that there are heaps to download in all different niches and categories. And again, make sure you read the licenses to see what it is you are actually allowed to use these for, because you don't want to get in trouble and have your account deactivated for using images in the wrong way. So then once you have confirmed if you can use the images for your colouring book, all you would do is download the images you want and save them ready to put into your interior, which we'll go over a little bit later. And the last way that I can show you how to get a colouring book interior is a completely done for you kind of deal, and that's just by basically purchasing a colouring book interior. Now obviously this way there's a chance other people are using these images in their colouring books too, but it also means you don't have to spend the time searching for and downloading individual images and then doing any editing of them. Creative Fabrica is a great source of not just colouring book interiors, but low content book interiors in general. And what's great is they have a section specifically for print on demand use, which is what Amazon KDP is, print on demand books. Head over to their site and you can search for colouring books for adults or for kids, and then just purchase and download what you need. The download could be either just images for you to insert into your colouring book interior, or you can purchase a complete colouring book interior ready to upload onto Amazon. Such as these ones, they have 25 colouring pages in them. This is a complete colouring book too. But again, before downloading, make sure you check the licenses even on Creative Fabrica to make sure that you can use what you want for colouring books. So those are 3 ways that you can create colouring book pages for your colouring book on Amazon. Now you should have your images ready to create your colouring book interior. In the next video, we'll go through how to collate them all into one document ready to upload to your Amazon KDP account. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video where I take all those colouring book images we just created to create a colouring book interior, and where I put everything together into one document ready to upload to Amazon.